Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another episode of our No Money Spent Squad series. The last one of season 2, I do believe. Starting today off with Tuesday's reward being a gold contracts pack. Now, looking forward to Thursday, there is a finals pack on Thursday. So if you don't play the game that much and are kind of really no money spent, just make sure you hop on Thursday, because that's obviously the best reward we've seen in a while. And even Friday, 5 tokens is a pretty decent reward as well. But even this gold contracts pack is a pretty decent reward. I'm trying to see the price of gold contracts today. I doubt they're down too much, just because we obviously saw super packs yesterday. But it's just nothing too crazy. And the thing is, obviously, we are going to get content tomorrow, no doubt about it, because every single one of these packs is gone tomorrow in an hour and 25 minutes. So my guess is we do see, obviously, the next season tip-off. So we saw a season tip-off in season 1, season tip-off in season 2, and in season 3 we're going to see the same thing, season tip-off East and West players, in which there's going to be a lot of challenges out for those players. And just look at all the XP in here. Obviously most of it's not that much XP, but still you want to just kind of stay on pace with it if you do like the reward card that it is going to be for season 3. Now I don't know who it's going to be, and obviously people can guess, say whoever they want, but we'll see soon enough. So today's daily challenge is scoring 3 layups with any players in a single game, as well as scoring 6 points into assist in any game, and winning a triple threat online game by 7 or more points. Again, easy 400 XP, but the sad thing about this whole thing is there's not going to be any big XP drop this week. There's just not. We saw the big kind of drop for the NBA draft, and that was kind of it. Obviously, we did get the new sleepers promo as well, and so there's quite a bit of XP there that is to be claimed. But no, I would not expect any real big content drop in the next day for XP. We didn't see it in season 1, so definitely don't expect it in season 2. And so I know a lot of you guys probably have already done this, but yesterday I did go ahead and go through in getting Pink Diamond Cam Reddish. I think it's a smart decision for me. Obviously, I don't expect him to play for me for another that much longer. He's good, don't get me wrong, but I think we're gonna see the content really ramped up here with Christmas coming up. So if Christmas coming up, the NBA season coming up, we're gonna see content definitely ramped up. But I did end up getting this Cam Reddish. If you don't know how to do it, obviously you gotta lock in this NBA draft set, but I'm gonna link 2K Gatto's video to that if you want to see how to get Cam Reddish for a decently cheap price. Now, disclaimer before you get started on it, you have to have a lot of MT to start with. Like, you're gonna need probably 300-400k to start with if you want Cam Reddish, but you can get most of that back. So now I got Tracy McGrady out of my squad, and at some point I'll probably sell T-Mac, and there's no saying T-Mac will never play for me again, because I still like T-Mac. There's a chance and he might earn his spot back somehow, some way, but right now I have a hard time seeing T-Mac really play for me over Cam Reddish. But other than that, we're just going to kind of go through the prices. John Wall's price hasn't really went down as much as a lot of people anticipated. Now, it's not a crazy amount, but it has went down a little bit. Same thing with Peja. His price has dipped a little bit. And part of me wants to, buy a Peja, hoping his price goes up once he's out of packs. Same thing with maybe a Ray Allen or two. It's hard for me to make these investments, especially if I don't have that much MT and a lot of it is unknown. So that's kind of the hard thing for me. But like I said, if you want J.R. Smith, he's not super expensive right now. You can get this set for probably 300k. You can probably get this set for right around, probably honestly 250k. This set's not going to be that expensive. Then you can get the international set for super cheap. This international set you can probably do for like 200k max, and then the dunker set obviously is 400k. So you're probably looking overall, it's still not gonna be cheap, because you got 250 here, probably 300k here when you're all said and done. Maybe not. So maybe 250, 250, 500, 750. You're probably looking, if I had to guess, close to 1.1, 1.2 mil. So that's still way too much for my liking, but it has went down just a little bit in value. If that's something you're looking at doing, is getting J.R. Smith, I would definitely not wait around, okay? Because the super packs are gonna get out. They're gonna be out of the stores in what, a day. And so once that happens, then you kind of know what is going to happen. A little kind of price update on the possessed players that are now in packs. And Vince Carter, now he's still super expensive. The LeBron James, again, still super expensive. And then the James Harden obviously is super expensive. So, like I said, I would not open packs. I would not buy any of these players. But just know they're going... I bet LeBron's price goes up. I bet Vince Carter's price goes up. So that's just kind of something to keep in the back of your mind. I'm going to show you guys a player that we've seen his price just fluctuate so much in Dominique Wilkins, right? I've seen a Dominique with no extra badges, which this one really doesn't have, go for literally 100K, and then that one's for 150. So that just kind of gives you an indicator on what some of these players are going to do over time. They're going to fluctuate, and that's okay. Same thing with the Grant Hill. His price is going to fluctuate quite a bit. So for me, I've just held on to all my players since the qualifier. I don't think any of them are really worth selling. Trace McGrady's the only one that I'm thinking about selling right now, because the rest of these guys, they can just hold their own, do their thing, and I don't really need to buy or sell anything. My MT's in a decent enough standpoint. Exchange reward, we saw Bob Cousy season 1. Bum Elvin Hayes season 2. Can we see a good exchange reward in season 3? We'll see. Hopefully, but I still doubt it, just because I feel like 2K hasn't ever done anything crazy. Now, this Hall of Fame badge pack isn't terrible, and that's probably the best thing for you, but still, I would definitely not recommend doing that at all. So that's kind of where I stand on everything. I'm hoping we get a fire unlimited reward, because Patrick Ewing's underrated, but still wasn't great. Jaylen Brown was solid, but just needed to add a few extra badges. And then obviously I still need to grind some extra tokens in case 2K decides to drop this Galaxy Opal. One thing I do recommend though is, if you are no money spent, definitely get Cam Reddish. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to link that video. Definitely, if you are no money spent and have 600K to spare, you're going to lose 50 to 100,000 MT. But Cam Reddish is definitely worth it. He's a pink diamond, one of the best shooting guard small forwards in the game. And so definitely make sure to take some time out of your day, because I didn't even know if I was going to do it. But he is so worth it. Cam Reddish is super good, super cheap, because you can get that MT back. And that is definitely something I recommend for you guys. I'm super excited for the Season 3 tip-off. I mean, if you look at who we got, obviously Larry Bird was some of the best cards we've seen. And then even like a Larry Johnson was solid. But we haven't seen anything like super good. We've seen some good budget players. We saw Bargnani, who often got overlooked at the start of season 2. We saw a guy in Rafe. So I'm more excited for the budget players in these than anything else, because there's a good chance we'll get some solid budget players. For a lot of you guys out there that watch these videos, it's a good chance to pick up somebody tomorrow when they do drop these packs. And let's say like a Bargnani, a better Bargnani, because we need budget centers. We need budget basically everything. And so that's a great opportunity for you guys to kind of take advantage of it and just see what 2K does drop. But if you look at the best cards in these sets, James Worthy, Greg Oden, and then Darius Miles, and you got Pistol Pete, Larry Johnson, Derek Coleman. Most of those players weren't super good, so it's kind of middle heavy. And where we saw Mike Dunleavy, Rafe, you also saw Barg, like it's pretty strong in the middle of it. And so that's kind of where I think it's going to be as far as Season 3 as well. I don't think we're going to see any superstars that really pop out in that Season 3 set, but we will see some budget players that are very solid. Now I'm going to talk about this for a little bit, because for me this matters quite a bit. So the 250K obviously happened on Saturday, and so it's kind of interesting, okay, because the top 4 people didn't all get emails right away, and it's just kind of interesting, because on the PlayStation side, Splash, who finished first, hasn't gotten his email yet. Meanwhile, the guys in, I think, 2nd and 4th have gotten theirs. On Xbox, I got mine, the guy in 5th got his, the guy in 6th got his, and so it's just kind of weird. I don't know what's really going on exactly with it, but hopefully the 2K gets it right and gets the right guys in that deserve to be in, because at the end of the day, that's all I really want. Haven't really touched my account outside of yesterday getting Cam Reddish, but today I might grind a few games of Triple Threat Online, trying to get my token amount up with... Obviously, I'm going to run Elgin Baylor. He has a diamond contract. And then I'll run Steph and Blake Griffin. Now, I probably will play most of these games on current gen just because I'm better on current gen, and it'll be easier to grind tokens. Up against a lineup of Andrew Wiggins, Kyrie Irving, and Buck Williams. And this is what I love to see. Anytime I can get a lineup like this and win some quick games, that's really what I'm trying to do. Because the faster I can get through these boards and really get these tokens, the easier it's going to be to redeem that Galaxy Opal if one drops tomorrow. Now, I don't expect it, but I do want to be in position to get it if they do happen to drop one. And I don't know exactly what's going to drop. I don't know if it's going to be a new domination. I don't know if we're going to see new spotlight challenges, because, you know, in this season we saw the triple threat spotlight challenges. And so 2K is just, they're keeping us on our toes. We don't know exactly what it's going to be. One thing I will say is having Steph Curry makes triple threat so much easier. Like, just the fact that I don't really have to worry about anything because I know I got Steph Curry is just so rewarding to me. So I'm actually super glad. Like, obviously I'm glad I got Steph, but he was worth the grind, I think. Now, Blake, I don't know if he will be necessarily worth the grind, but Steph just makes so many things I do just so much easier. Like, just scoring the ball is just so much easier with the fact that I have the best player in the game. I feel like the hard part for me playing triple threat online, at least, is just the beginner boards, right? Where you get 1 or 2 ball drops and the board looks like this. Obviously, this one has a contract pack, which wouldn't be too bad, but you rarely see tokens. You rarely see anything that is too great. Obviously, the contract pack is great. I'll take that every single time. But it's just hard because all you can really get out of that is MT. And until you get up to at least the middle tier where you can get 5 or 3 tokens, it's just pretty tough because there's not a wheel spin for tokens. And so grinding tokens through triple threat online is the best way possible. But for the bottom board, it is pretty difficult. So before we end, I do want to talk about next season just a little bit. Do I expect to do domination? I do not. Okay, I don't yet. I think we'll get one. Obviously, we're going to get one eventually. I just don't think it's going to be yet. What about triple threat offline? Well, it's going to be 600 wins, and do I expect there to be a good reward? No. Okay, we saw JaVale McGee and Victor Oladipo. I don't expect there to be a reward that is worth grinding for on triple threat offline really all year. I just truly don't think it's worth it after we've seen the first 2. MyTEAM Unlimited, I do expect a good player in MyTEAM Unlimited. I feel like we're getting into the point where more people are going to start playing the game with the NBA season happening, Christmas coming around, and they're going to drop. This season is going to be fire as far as MyTEAM Unlimited is concerned, as far as the MyTEAM Limited reward, as far as what we'll see in packs. That is why I'm thinking there is a slight possibility that we might see a Galaxy Opal reward. Now, I don't think it is. Ultimately, I think we'll see 2 more pink diamonds released, and then the Galaxy Opal we'll see in Season 4. But we don't know that for sure. There's no guarantee that that's what it's going to be, but that is what my guess is. So honestly, the only packs we have to open today are contracts packs, but at the end of the day, those packs are worth a decent amount. You know, a silver contracts pack, if I could sell these for, it's worth over 1,000 MT. That is for sure. Now, I'll obviously hold on to them because if I'm going to be playing a lot of triple threat online, I'm going to need as many contracts as possible. I really truly will. So as you guys can see, silver and gold contracts right there. And let's just see how many contracts we just have sitting around. Now, I needed those contracts because I don't have that many contracts just sitting around. As far as badges are concerned, I just hold on to them. I feel like the badges, you don't know whether their prices are going to increase, decrease. So I've gotten to the point where I just hold on to basically every badge I get. There was a time in which I'd pull an expensive badge and I'd sell it right away. And still, as sometimes I go through and like a bronze quick first step for 15K. I've seen it go for under 10K at times. So I'm going to sell bronze quick first step for 15K and see if I can get it. And then if I need to buy it back, hopefully I can get it for under 10K. That's really my goal. I never even tried to have to apply badges. The only badges I really applied to people are like a Blake Griffin, Steph Curry. Every other one of these guys, I did not badge out. I guess I badged out Grant Hill, but like I bought Stockton badged out. Paul George, I bought badged out. Tim Duncan, I bought badged out. And so that's the thing. I can buy most of my players already badged out, and so I don't have to worry about having the right badges at the right time. So thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.